Welcome back, ladies and gents, to our League of Legends Top 5 Plays, episode 164. This week features a wide array of different champions we don't see quite often in our show, so I'm really excited to go through these plays with you. Without further ado, let's get into this episode with Mortox 96 on Jinx with a clutch move to turn things around. In the beginning, we see Jinx land Zap on the retreating Ashe, allowing her to get in a bunch of damage, but little does she know the enemy Jax is coming from the flank to gank her. Jax starts up a Z and jumps in, dealing a nice chunk of her health, and then Ashe comes in for the volley, but she flashes it and kites back as he follows closely behind. She knows he's waiting on his leap and reacts quickly to barrier the damage, surprising him and baiting him back as Thresh goes for the hook and pulls him back into tower range. She backs off and goes for the rocket, picking up the kill as Thresh moves up, and then she takes the lantern, securing the double kill in this crazy counter gank play. Coming in at our number 4 spot is WorstAshePlayer with an insane turnaround play at mid lane. At the start, we see her get in some nice damage on Triss, but then Fiddles begins to channel Crowstorm, forcing her to run towards the jungle. She knows AP Triss wants to jump on her, so as soon as the silence runs out, she flashes over the wall and turns with a double binding, ult E and auto for the double kill. Let's check that out play one more time as we see an immediate flash on the rocket jump and then a lightning quick binding to hold him in place and unleash hell. She picks up the double with a nice Lucent Singularity and auto attack to trigger her passive on Fiddlesticks. Landing in at third place for this week, we have Stellanova on Teemo using his global taunt to great success. In the beginning, we see Red Team turn things around and then forcing him to back off and retreat to his mushrooms, and now we see the global taunt take effect. He avoids the binding and then gets slow, but he still manages to flash the laser, going straight onto Olaf for the kill as the enemy Thresh escapes just to die to a mushroom for the double. Now left in a 2v2, they hunt down Nunu with the vision from Bloodsense, slaying the beast and then turning over to Lux to pick up the quad in a clustered fight near Dragon. Coming in at second with an awesome turnaround under the tower is Consequentiality on Twitch. The play starts out following Ziggs, who gets ambushed by the enemy team in his own jungle, so he makes a break for his tower as they continue to chase. Right before he escapes, the enemy Lux flashes for the kill, and now with 4 enemy players on bot side, they prepare to get dived. When Sivir and Leona make a risky move to regroup with their team, he opens up Spray and Pray, slowing them with his W and dealing massive AoE damage. He flashes back to dodge the solar flare and continues kiting back, landing a huge expunge on the enemy team to drop all their health in a matter of seconds for the 4-for-1 exchange. And for our number 1 pro play for this week, we have LTTO on Sejuani with a huge play in a late game team fight. We see them trying to do a sneaky Baron, but the enemy Zed grants vision, so instead LT pulls away and engages on the enemy jungler trying to start a fight. With the ball already on her, she sees an opening to land a 4-man stun into a flash as the shockwave pulls them in into even more CC from Leona, allowing them to crush the enemy team for an immediate 4-for-0 exchange. Although they can't quite finish Ezreal for the ace, this amazing catch on the enemy team is more than enough to secure them Baron and put them in a spot to start taking towers. Let's check that out one more time as we see Sejuani charging in, using the ward to land an epic ultimate, and then choosing to flash so that Orianna can shockwave all 4 into the center for Leona to land her ult as well. Teemo play comes right after, but at this point it's already GG. And for the bonus clip of the week, we have Scanta on Vayne with an epic 2v2 at bot lane. As you watch this play, pay close attention to Thresh, who is active at the start, but when he enters the brush, he disconnects from the game, leaving Vayne in a 1v2, even though she doesn't know it yet. Through some quick thinking, she makes the best out of the situation and uses her support for just that. Thanks for watching, everyone. Had a lot of fun making this episode with these plays, and I hope you enjoyed it as well.